Okay, hello everyone. We are playing Banter Blitz here. Have a good day. Let's go. Mr. Jupe is playing e4. Mr. Jupe from Spain, seen him before. Bishop b5 check, excellent choice. Trying to trade some pieces. Blocking with the knight, not trading the bishops. Let's see where the bishop will go. Trading is fine, I'll trade. Now I have to finish development of my queen side. King side, excuse me. This is the king side, this is the queen side. Yeah, and it's an interesting move. Now I think it's a he. I'm not sure. In any case, my opponent is keeping the option of castling long as well, which is quite interesting. This is all theory, of course. Let me think what move I'll choose. What move shall I choose here? Let me just make a flexible rook move, see how he reacts. Knight f6 allows bishop g5, so maybe I'll wait a little bit with that move. Castle. I can also go for e5. Let's go for e5, in fact. Let's put the bishop here. It's a better square, controlling the d5 square as well. Yeah, now the knight usually gets rerouted here. I'm okay with that. I'll have some counterplay against that, I believe. Yeah, I've slightly had my move order strange, but okay. So now I'll at least get some space here on the queen side for the square. And anyway, even if black allows this, there is always some counterplay on the file. Maybe I can play a move like queen c7. It's actually a very interesting position. A lot of ideas here. Bishop sometimes gets rerouted. So I might play with that in mind. I'll put the queen here. Sometimes this can happen. After bishop d2 in particular. Yeah, maybe I'll try this. Let's see what happens here. Bishop e1 or rook c1 gives me time for this. Maybe bishop to d4. Hitting the juicer there on b2. How do you like my headphones, guys? My headphones are there for the mic. I hope the sound is good. Otherwise, it's all for nothing. Yeah, see, the opponent is intending knight e2. I could chop. No, that would be silly. No need to chop off the knight. Let me put the queen here, just playing intuitively for now. Hopefully, the queen applying the pressure here will contribute to something. If knight e2, I can trade here and take. The headphones actually make me look more bigger, which I think is good. I have a beautiful view here on the window, and I'm getting all the light on me, which is why even with a very bad webcam, I still look dashing. I have, in fact, a very professional camera right here, but I wasn't able to set it up. So you still get a very beautiful view though on me, thanks to the light. But if the Banter Blitz lasts for a long time, probably the light will be weaker. This is very strange because I can collect the pawn. These two juicers are very juicy. That's why they're called the juicers. Very nice. A free pawn there in the center. Very, very welcome. c3, okay, very passive as well. White will try to go f3 and get the bishop out. I could try to push this pawn. I could also not do that. Let me make this little annoying move. We play without increment, I guess, so I should be a bit faster. I have a lot of... let me do a little dance with my pieces. Yeah, the thing is, I'm supposed to read chat, but I'm an experienced streamer. So I know by now that there is nothing interesting in chat. I'm sorry. Like, I know. I see people read chat and it never contributes to anything. It never contributes to anything. Also, I've been such an experienced streamer. I've already told you everything you wanted to know about me. And all the other information about me is classified. So if you want to know something about me, you have to look for some. Okay, I have to really accelerate, by the way. Oh, did I blunder? CD ED knight d4. I blundered. Okay, whatever. Oh, I'm totally ruining it. I have a little cheapo lined up here, guys. Please fall for it. Please fall for it. Please fall for it. Yeah, it works. Begging always works. Begging always works. Beautiful tactic, guys. This is absolutely thematic. This is thematic stuff here. Thematic stuff right there. Now, fantastic game. Pawn was given for nothing, but this beautiful little tactic in the end really made my day. Good man Q. Good man Q. C4, yeah, that's possible. I will right away use the opportunity and grab space in the center. G3, I'll put knight out. Maybe I'll just play d5 and go for the reversed Sicilian defense. But White's playing the reversed dragon. The bishop is being fianchettoed. The problem with playing the dragon with tempo loss is that black no longer has the time to go long castle because you'll get attacked on the queen side very quickly. So that's why you have to play for this less ambitious short castle plan. Bishop e3 is possible. I'll go for rook e8, bishop f8, knight d4 plan. The rook is opening up here. D4 can happen at some point, and then things get simplified. That is a little problem. But then it gets quite equal. In this version, I don't know. Maybe I have some options like knight c4, but a3, I think I'll just stick the knight here in the center. Then neutralize the pressure of the rook and of the bishop. A thematic idea, knight to d4 and pawn to c6. Nothing new under the sun. How we are doing, guys? How we are doing? I can always trade this. It's more ambitious to keep the knight here, but it's risky. I will take the risk and hope my pawn on d4 is going to be strong enough to survive the onslaught. Sometimes it's also possible to push this a pawn to a5, a5 and a4. It is also a slightly... I have this thought from the... No, this is very stupid. I can take a knight d5. Also start with a5. Bishop takes knight b3. Suddenly hits my d pawn. This could be a problem. You know what? Let's just simplify. I'm not thrilled with my decision to simplify. Maybe I can expand here without getting punished. Expand and get some sort of a Maroczy bind, I think. Not sure. Let's see. Let's see if it works out. I think Goodman Q will not punish me, but if he will, then good for him. Knight e4 probably is the best, and c5, and then maybe some... Knight a4 is also possible, yeah, heading for c3. I think c5 is working. I don't think White can exploit this. Not at least... Yeah, maybe b4, yeah, this is fine. I'll probably take. Could throw out bishop h3 or bishop e6 right away. Let me go bishop e6. Rook e1 is probably anyway a useful move. I could also go bishop h3 and queen d7. That's maybe was... But bishop e6 is fine. I think I'm fine. I think the knight here is a little bit out, and the b pawn is also a little bit weak. Yeah, taking with bishop doesn't quite work. Rook c8 is possible. I'll just go rook c. The queen b2 though hits the e5 pawn. Then I'll go queen d7, hitting the knight. I could also start with queen d7. And queen c6 is coming. Then I can take knight before rook e6. It's not so easy. Maybe let's start with rook c8, see what happens. Yeah, I was wondering about some queen e5 business, but let's see. In the worst case, I'll just pick up this pawn. Doing pretty well, but the time is going by very fast when you are talking. You're talking and the time is going by, especially when you're trying to be creative in your talking. Interesting position. I think I'm better at this point, but maybe not. Maybe not. Just this knight is, you know, it's you know, yeah. I don't like this move, but I have to play quickly, so let me just defend the pawn. I'm not a fan of this move. Somehow it's not a very beautiful move, but okay, b5. Yeah, now this pawn. Yeah, I'm not. I have to just play mindlessly here. I'm no longer claiming I'm better. If the knight gets traded, bishop will establish itself there. Yeah, that is a smart move. Also, this pawn I should not forget. What am I doing, actually? What have I done? I'll bring the knight here, bishop here, and stand passively. Maybe I'll reroute the knight, in fact. I'm still alright, I think. I still playable position. But clearly I was better at some point with the knight on a4. Now things are less clear-cut. But it's still in control, I feel. Very much in control. The pawn is well guarded by the stupid bishop. The stupid bishop is doing a great function of defending all my pawns. And this pawn, it's not weak at the moment, but one day it will be weak. Mark my words. I might trade the light squared bishop just so as not to get annoyed with the bishop c6 ideas. Kind of practical, I feel. And also I'm going to flag my opponent. Only 30 seconds. Beautiful view of Toronto here, guys. I feel bad for you for not seeing the view that I'm seeing, but at least you get to see me, which is also nice. Yeah, no, it's what can I say? I'll keep the knights, although my heart is not. My heart's not liking this. Let me just skip the pieces. I don't like this at all, but I want to. I think it's not a good idea, but I want to keep more tension in the position. With more pieces on the board, there is more opportunities for my opponent to go wrong. I'm doing pretty all right, I guess. But he's playing quite well. I have to give him that. Okay, let me take this. This is also very stupid what I'm doing, but maybe I'll establish the bishop here. Oh, if knight takes, then shall we go for... Let's start some attack. Some e4 somewhere. Queen somewhere. Try to flag the guy. Yeah, I'll just flag him now. Well played. I think at this point I'm again slightly better. Or at least a little more comfortable, I feel, practically. Because because he has 2 seconds. You know, it makes all the difference. Let me just make some move here. Okay, let's go here. And here. And then take the bishop. Wait, is he moving? Can he make... Are we playing with increment? How is he not losing on time? Okay, wait, then I have to focus. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought there is no increment. Okay, I have to play a little bit. Okay, if you want to play, let's play. Oh, it's ridiculous. I was not ready to play chess. Also, how much increment is that? Like a second or what? 2 seconds, I guess, yeah. Oh, finally. What was the time control? 3+1, yeah? Wow, 1 second. Yeah, I didn't realize there was increment. Oof, lucky. Lucky, actually, why did he blunder the bishop then? Okay, let's play. I don't think this is a premium user, though. I think we should stick to premiums. A lot of Spanish premium users here. Probably to do with the big Spanish community on Chess24. Let me also play the English, in fact. Trying to grab some control of the center from the side, you know? That's what they say. Let me check the chat, actually. Let me check the chat. Let me Check the chat. Okay, come on, 700 duel. Play. Make a move. Don't be scared. Okay, if this continues for too long, we'll have to find ourselves a new opponent. Wowzers. We have a whole of 255 viewers on YouTube. Jesus. We're going viral. We are going absolutely viral. Whoa. Yeah, no, guys, you're doing great. It's very wonderful. I have to abort this one. I mean, I have to stop playing this game because my opponent is not there. Okay, so let's go with the Chinese flag, Monkey King. Okay, let's still insist on the English. I played him before. Now you see, he neutralized my English by playing e6 d5. I assume d5 will come, and that suddenly makes me enter a Queen's Gambit declined. I will go for takes and bishop g5. This is the so-called Carlsbad pawn structure. e3 d4 against c6 d5. A one of the big pawn structures in chess. White chooses usually where to develop the knight. Let's put it on e2, just for for sake of for educational value. I think you can see way too much of my room. I feel uncomfortable. You can see way too much. Makes me feel very uncomfortable, in fact. I should have blurred it. Is there an option to blur? Because I don't know. It's weird. It's a little bit creepy. You can put the queen out here. Castling long is usually too risky in these positions, but you can always try. But I don't think I will need to. I think I'll castle short and demonstrate the main plans in this position. Let me plug my phone in here, in fact, so that it's charging. Then I can actually read the chat. Okay. Do you plan to take a chessable course against d4? Take or make? Give or take? Now look, at some point you can play f3. Let's first bring the rook in here, maybe, just for educational purposes. Yeah, bishop. I see where you're going. Let me put it this way. I see where you're going with this bishop. Well, I can try to neutralize that idea, but then after h6, my bishop like squares. I could try to reroute it. That's what I will do, actually. Then maybe knight h5 is there sometimes. Even here. Knight h5, yeah. That's the thing, yeah. It's good educational value. Good educational value. No, knight g6 is not it. Then I'll get f3 for free. Actually, not clear if my knight on g3 is better than on e2. That's the big thing here, guys. E4 was the plan. With knight on g3, my pawn is no longer supported. It's a big question if I'm happy with the knight here. I'm really not sure about bishop with d7. I think you could have played it on e6 safely. Let me wait one more move, see what my opponent is up to. Quite curious. I'll go e4 and probably on the next move. Just want to see what my opponent is up to here. He's or it is in a difficult spot right now because it's not so easy to make a move for black. You might want to kick my bishop, but then this knight is weak. You lose a pawn. This feels premature because I'll take and then I'll take and there is the pin there. Yeah, but okay, you can not recapture, but then I might support my pawn with b4. It's still interesting what black is doing, rook c8 and b6, but I'm not really not really sure about this. Let me see what's up with our YouTube chat. Why do we have so little? Let me see. We had so little viewers on YouTube. Let's see. What's going on? What's going on? YouTube, where is all the YouTube? Guys, where's all the YouTube? You probably are not liking the video. That's probably why. If you don't like the video, of course, nobody's going to show up. That's how YouTube algorithm works. Everybody knows this. You have to like the video, and you have to share it with your friends. If you don't have friends, you just have to share it with people, and maybe they will become your friends. You know that actually speaking of friends, this is just an extra point here. Speaking of friends, you know that some people, they can meet on these YouTube channels and then become friends after that. So if you don't have friends, don't worry. You have my stream. You can make friends. So how are we doing? We get any likes? No, we still don't get any likes. It's very strange. Probably these are bots. We probably have bots watching Banter Blitz. Banter bots. Usually when you ask for likes, you get like a bunch of likes. Now I don't get any. I can win the... let me win the pawn just. Yeah, no, there are absolutely no... Yeah, probably it's bots here. F4, F5 maybe? Five is kind of a juicer. A big juicer. The master juicer is falling. Yeah, back in my day, we had more viewers on YouTube. It's strange where all the viewers are. All the fans of the Global Chess Championship, they should have already finished watching that and started watching this stream. Let's see, why must I lose? Yeah, this person I played probably many times. There's a person called the Nimzo Larsener and Georgian flag. So why not? Why don't we play? Why don't we play them? Let's look at the chat on YouTube. Greg Joseph says, "What a crisp camera." Now the funny thing, Greg, the funny thing is, it looks dashing, doesn't it? But the thing is, I have like a window right in front of me, and it's all the light. I couldn't set up the sophisticated camera. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. It's so weird. Like I don't know. It's I have it everything. I downloaded everything. Everything works, but it doesn't show up in the options and the Zoom call. So I was like, you know what? You know what? Let me just try the normal camera. And because of the light, it's so beautiful. It looks actually very high quality, but it's just my built-in webcam. So all this camera is for nothing. This one. I'm just gonna go on the street and sell it. Then say I lost it. And say I'm sorry. And collect all the money. That's how I'm gonna get rich. Bishop f3 is a strange move, my friend. I like to essay a check here. Essaying a check is always nice. It makes no sense here though, because after knight d2 and a3, bishop has to go back. So this essay was... I just wanted to say essay the check. I just like this. I just like this phrase, to essay a check. That's why I gave it. You should never... that was... Oh, that was the idea. You protect the rook. Okay, that's possible, but it's not worth it. Knight h7, maybe? No. Yeah, it was pretty clever. Pretty clever what white has done. I don't know, to play knight... Yeah, you cannot take en passant because I have it here. I don't know, to here or here. On h5, I'm a little bit worried about my knight after something like knight h3, bishop f3. h7 is safer. If f4, maybe I'll sack a piece. Maybe. Very maybe. I'll probably just go e5, to be honest. And achieve the same effect of breaking apart the pawns without having to sacrifice a piece. If you sell it, I better get half the cut. Yeah. And our friend who has helped us steal the camera, he's also getting a percentage. I mean, I know the way. I've read about it. The way to steal is that you have to share. If you share, you can get away with a lot of dirty action. So I'm going to share with everyone who's contributed to this camera. I'm going to give some to Danny, just in case. It's interesting now. Okay, I could have gone c6, but then bishop e4. No, so I think ef is good. b7 pawn is falling, but this stuff is also falling. So like a lot of stuff is falling apart. Knight e4, that's classy. I respect that move. I respect that move tremendously. Maybe I can play c6. Maybe I can just take the juicer. Maybe I can take this juicer. I think I'll take this juicer, putting the pressure on this juicer. I don't think knights should be called juicers. That's really awkward. Oh, I see a combination. Robert, I think I see a tactic here. Bishop b7, fe, bishop a8, queen g3. But bishop b7, fe, there is maybe queen g4. But I'll still try it. It's really very shady what I've done because... Oh, wait, queen g4 hits the knight. I'm just losing. What have I done? Queen h2, long castle. Yeah, I think that my opponent knows about the castling rule. Oh, I have rook b8 at least. At least I'm not losing too much material, but this bishop is a monster. No, I've definitely talked too much. Wait, this is hanging, no? This is strange. Wait, what am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, but this is just very nice. Yeah, I was very lucky. Not only the bishop is hanging, but also queen was just propelling itself onto c2. Today I'm just, you know, the words coming out of my mouth are just so beautiful. It's unbelievable. What a day. I just said propelling. I never say this word, propelling, but suddenly I propelled it out of my mouth, and it's just beautiful. I'm winning here also, by the way. The king nicely moved for the rook to propel itself to e8. Now the question is, yeah, I'll take with the bishop, so the queen can propel itself back to... Oh, sorry, that's not how the queen moves. Back to, these squares. Now I'm up a piece somehow. Nobody noticed how, but suddenly I'm up a piece. Oh my god. My lands! Something is happening here. Bishop c4, I think. And rook e2. Oh my god, look at his king. It's pity on chess24 you can't pre-move all the way. Okay, this is a checkmate there. Beautiful game, but it was getting out of control completely. Completely out of control. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's look at the lower rated challenges. Some people were already complaining. Beer Baron. Beer Baron? It might be from... Is it some character from Simpsons? I don't think so. Or is it? Okay, let's play 1 e4. I have a e4 course where I obviously don't cover the King's Gambit. But I hope Beer Baron will... I'll play the old way, how the old masters played. Let's see if he realizes that the check is very strong. No, then I got away with this. That's very nice. Now I am happy with my center. Still I am facing certain challenges. I could start knight c3. I could also start e5. Let me start e5 and hope I get away with it. Queen f3, very shady play, but we already signed up for it. So yeah, we signed up for it. This is going to be a masterpiece. There's no way back at this point. We have to really propel our development here. 296 viewers only. And let's see the number of likes. 72. I tell you, something is off here. Normally, when you say that you want likes, you get at least like 5 likes. This is stuck at 72. That's the problem. Okay, so there is this Gambit. It's so unnecessary, but it's so bad also. Is it completely stupid? It's completely stupid because he goes king g8 afterwards. Yeah, let's not do it. In some versions, this Gambit is really nice. When the pieces propel themselves forward, but in this particular case... No, there's 72 likes. I tell you, something's broken with this YouTube. Something's broken. I think we should all collect some money, pay $8 per person, and fix this. Now look, now I've got away with playing the King's Gambit. I've developed all my pieces. I've cashed back on the pawn. My pieces are going to propel themselves to the best squares. I should just not play Queen G3 just yet because of Bishop H4. Yeah, there's 72 likes. I tell you, it is completely broken. It's completely broken. It's incredible. It's totally broken. Chat is completely broken. It's broken. I think it's broken. It's completely broken. I think it's just broken. It's completely broken, chat. Yeah, it's very strange. We don't also get more viewership. Even Ben Feingold has more viewership. It's ridiculous. Oh, I have an idea. Yeah, but better not. Better not. I think we are fine with our 72 likes. Maybe I should refresh. Let me try to refresh because it cannot be that there are 72 likes. Let's see. Chess 24. Banter Blitz. Oh, 146 likes. No, guys. It was my bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. No, it's my bad, chat. It's my bad. Yeah, it's my bad. It's my bad. It's quite late in India, so a big loss in terms of audience. Ooh. Yeah, but we got all the Toronto people out there. You know, there are many Toronto chess fans. Sorry, Toronto chess fans? Chess fans in Toronto, I mean. Yeah, it's a pity. It was a very close fight, but finally we got the final word in. Mate propelled itself on G7. Okay, let's play Manuel Mejias from it's Puerto Rico. I knew it's a Latin American country, but I wasn't 100% sure. It's a Puerto Rico. Dear Manuel, is Manuel might not be online. Okay, it might be a very old challenge. Yeah, I was not sharp there. I think I should abort this game. I don't like to use the word abort for games, to be honest. It's too heavy a word for something like just canceling a challenge. Um, Strange they use it, honestly. Okay, Klaus Maus is there. Let's go. Black line for the ginger gem. Okay, black line is some kind of setup with, I think, h6. Bishop goes to e7. G5 knight f8. Is that the black line? Or is the bishop going to? I think that's the black line, right? Oh, Klaus. Klaus. Klaus, come here. Klaus. Yeah, even Klaus is not here. He issued, he propelled so many challenges to me and then left. No, guys, I understand, of course. You have your life as well. So you challenge me and then you go. But it's always the same people that are there, you know, that are also ready to play. I know, like, if I'm going to take a challenge from a guy called, I don't know, Blunder Panda, he's going to be there, you know. It's sad to see Anish being ghosted by everyone. Yeah, that's life. I'm going to play the King's Indian defense. I don't have a course on the King's Indian. Gawain Jones has a chessable course on the King's Indian, but I do think I am very knowledgeable on the opening. Maybe one day I'll make a course on the King's Indian. I'll make a special course on the King's Indian. Why they chat? I think I'll make a course on the King's Indian. E5, C5, C. My course will cover both. Let me go E5. More typical. This has more educational value. I'll go for C6. You know, just creating a little bit of tension. You know. Ah, yeah, black line. We forgot about the black line. We'll do it later. At G4. G4 is a thing. The knight propels itself to C5 sometimes in these positions. Let me do that, in fact. Knight to knight G3, that's possible. Sometimes they go for H5 in these positions. Sometimes. Let's try it here. Now you see it's very unusual, but it's very interesting. The pawn here from the side, it puts pressure on the pawn, and now it has H4 after knight G3. So it has some point. It's really an important motif to know about. Now you see how much knowledge I have in the King's Indian. I should do a course on it, totally. Let me bring the knight out on C5. Before I allow, that's normal. You often want to allow before. You know what can happen? Sometimes you sacrifice the bishop. But in this particular case, first of all, I'm not sure. Can I try though? It's so risky. It's quite berserk to do it here. It's quite berserk actually to do it right here. It's really berserk. Bishop h6, bishop h5. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not afraid that he'll take the bishop. I'm afraid that, you know what? Why would I do that to myself? Let me just bring the queen out here. I don't know why I bring the queen out. Oh yeah, because of knight b3. I'm threatening knight b3. Beautiful. No, excuse me. I don't drink anything from minibar. Actually, I drank water, but it was not from minibar. It was just free water. Okay, so no, this is really asking for something. Let's go b5 and think later, yeah? I don't use minibar, thank you. Okay, they just trust you on your word. I don't use minibar, I also don't steal cameras, everything's good. b4. I'm also not intending to checkmate you on a2 on b3 here. This is all very nice, but I'm really coming for... Really coming... Okay, it's not mate, of course. It's pretty damn close. Knight e4, f e4. Yeah, there is no mate. That's the thing with King's Indian. There is never mate. But you gotta pretend, and then they panic. That's how you win. Usually you win King's Indian, you win because they panic. You just have to make your moves and wait till they panic. That's why King's Indian is such a good opening. Queen b4. You know, so just just very okay. I have no time. I really want to make something beautiful, but I have no time, so I have to do something ugly. Yeah, let's take this knight for now. See how it recaptures. Okay, bishop a6. I've ruined everything. Okay, what am I doing? It's so disgusting. Bishop c5, queen a3. I'm just dead lost. Okay. Give me... Oh, my queen is hanging as well. Oh, jeez. Dear, oh dear. Look at my opponent's rating. What's going on? Oh my god. I'm also losing on time. What's happening? What have I done? It's crazy. Such a bad game. Look at how I'm... Like, what happened to my position? It's such a miserable position. It's crazy. I'm losing left, right, and center. And the middle also. That's center. And left and right. Dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear. I can't even flag him because I'm 1 minute down. What happened? How have I propelled myself to such a loss? I'm not even... Oh, this is insane. Crazy. Cray. It's insane. Wait, what? What's going on? Wow, Imperator. This is gonna be really nice. No, Imperator. Oh, do I have increment at least? Then why did I panic? No, I don't have increment. Okay, that's the good news. Wow. Yeah, actually, jokes aside, it was an interesting game here. Just don't know what happened to me. Here it's interesting, I think, still. It could be lost, but at least it's interestingly lost. Yeah, it's obviously lost. There is nothing here. There's nothing here at all. Yeah, this is not helping either. Just cementing his everything. Yeah. b5 not working? Hmm. Is there not a way to at least pretend I have some... At least knight b3, knight a1. Maybe. Would keep the game going a little bit. At least. It's of course lost. Yeah, it was not so easy actually. Good game. Very good game by my opponent. Very painful. Very painful. Oh, look at the viewers. No beats, guys. No beats. No beats. Uh, okay, so X player. X Factor. But a good game. Did my opponent have to make a single difficult move? I don't think so. Not a single difficult move. That's the problem with the King's Indian. King's Indian, the thing about King's Indian, I can tell you a little secret. I'm not gonna tell you. It's too intimate. I'm not gonna tell you a secret about King's Indian. Yeah, well, I'm trying to get the center. Castle long. This is a very shady approach. Why is the queen on d3, you ask? I don't know. Put it there. But if I get to propel my pawns forward, I'll be doing very well. Okay, so let's advance. Knight d5, I could also kind of do this interesting. There is this kind of funny thing, yeah? Knight b4, queen b7, knight bc6, and then the queen is trapped. It's kind of funny. It's funny for everybody but the queen. The queen is like, I'm not laughing at that. Maybe long castle? Yeah, black's doing pretty well for this offbeat openings because my queen is strange. But I'm also happy. I'm also happy here. I think we are both happy. Let's try to push some side pawns here. I'm going to get my King's Indian revenge, by the way, in the next game. I'm going to play the King's Indian. Even against 1e4, I'm going to play g6, hoping they'll transpose back into King's Indian. I need my King's Indian revenge. I cannot let this go. I cannot play g4 because the rook is hanging. It's interesting. I can bring the knight somewhere, maybe to h3 or 4 or something. Trying to be very sophisticated here. d5. That's an interesting one. I don't dislike it at all. I don't dislike it at all. Let me try to do some magic here. Magic. Yeah, this is very nice. Now bishop is opened up. The queen is lined up here. There's a lot of potential for a very beautiful attack. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Are we only streaming on YouTube or also on Twitch? I'm wondering. Probably only YouTube, right? Knight c6. Now look, I can take here. I can take here. This is nice. It doesn't have a big threat, but it's just pretty, you know? But this is, of course, stronger. It's clear that this move is stronger. It's quite clear. It's quite obvious. Now, bishop c4, there is knight a5, though. You know what? I don't need an extra argument to go knight h5. I'm going knight h5. It's just beautiful. If gh, we go bishop h6 and we checkmate in 2 moves. Anish, says Mayurius, can you speak to us in Russian? I could. It was not part of the deal, though. Maybe I'll take the bishop. Maybe h5. Queen f4 is probably strong. c5, I guess, is then the best, and then I can even collect. But let's go h5 and try to checkmate our opponent. Yeah, slowly as the sun of Toronto comes down, the light on me also starts fading away. and my beauty propels itself to new lows. Bishop h6, funky move. Bishop h6 kind of funky move. Let me just toss that in, just because I can. Just because I can. Did I already say just because I can? Ooh la la. King h8, you're asking for some action here. Action. Okay, we will postpone action by one move. Guys, how are you enjoying this Banter Blitz? Please tell us in chat. How are you enjoying it? He resigned because a lot of bad news was happening on the H file. Let's play Syrian. I think I played Syrian 77 before. Yeah, I remember. But why not play him again? E4, let's play the Sicilian. Sicilian Najdorf. It doesn't get better than that. Beautiful Sunday evening with the Sicilian Najdorf. By yours truly. How much better can it get? It doesn't get better than this. With h5, I stop white from expanding here, and I will focus on queenside play next. Always standard play here. Black's not afraid of white trying to slowly prepare g4, because white has to spend a lot of time preparing for g4, and even then, it's not like it's crushing. In the meantime, I can... Okay, this is possible. This, in fact, is very possible. Now, there are always two ways. I'll take with the knight. Two ways of meeting this. Now, white can go bishop d3 or rook c1. Bishop d3 is the more common one. Yeah, now I can actually just castle sometimes. I can just castle. The knight could leak into that, but I don't. I think I'll have knight c5 if something. Maybe queen d2. Yeah, f4 is possible. I can play f5 sometimes. I don't need to, but I can. Also play queen c7. It's an interesting position, actually. Very interesting position. Play queen c7 for now. Maybe I'll get to play a5 sometime. Maybe bishop to f6. Very interesting position here. Interesting position. Guys, it's so beautiful. Like, there is this tall building with... Oh, it's not what I think. Is it what I think it is? Yeah, so there's this beautiful tall building with windows, and there's a sun behind it. And you can see the sun through these windows. Now, it looks as though it's the lights inside the building, but they are so bright and they are so chaotically arranged that it makes you wonder if it's not nature itself that plays tricks on your eyes. Beautiful. Truly beautiful. Rook d2, I felt this is a strange move. And when I say strange move, I don't mean that, you know, what other people mean. I just mean it's a strange move. It's just in the way of all the pieces somehow. The knight's going to propel itself on e4. By the way, no, guys, it's really like, what are you saying in chat? It's really, how to say, it's just very beautiful side. I explained you what I saw. 94. Double attack, yeah? White will have the deep pawn, but yeah, it's a bit annoying, I must say, but I can't even not take it, but I think I should take. Yeah, the deep pawn, it should be controlled, right? Yeah, I'll manage to handle the deep pawn. It's okay. I'll handle it. I got it, guys. No worries. I'll handle the deep pawn. I got it. It's no worries. I'll handle it. Professional board game player sees sun for the first time. No, it's not just sun. I can't explain. I mean, I can't explain it. I can only. It's hard to show it. You can try to show it. You want? Look. You see? You see the sun? You see the building there? I don't know if you see it. I don't know if you see it. You see it upside down, which just makes it only more beautiful. You probably don't see the sun, but it's really beautiful. That's the thing with many of these. I control the deep pawn. Many of these sites, you can't capture them. Even iPhone doesn't capture them. It's only beautiful in real life. That's why you have to go out there and see things. You can't just, sit at home and Google everything. You just have to get yourself out there. Okay, them, it's wonderful. Fantastic. That's what I'm talking about. It's pretty good, this G4 move. Pretty good. I will try to diffuse. Oh my god, diffuse. What a word. I just said diffuse. It's such a fitting word for what H4 move has accomplished. Queen F3, maybe? Queen is kind of, a little space. A little space here for the queen. Little space. What a beautiful queen trap. My god. Damn. So beautiful. Maybe even that. Whew. What a game. What a game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, this is what I was hoping for. Now I collect the pawn. Look at that. Total domination here. Guys, it's chess. Chess can also be beautiful. Chess can also be beautiful. Wait, did I blunder something? We can just cash in. Let's just cash in. Enough of beauty. Let's just finish the game. Let's just end it. This is so clumsy how I'm ending this game. It's unbelievable. What the hell am I thinking? Let's just create a passed pawn. I'm really trying to not win this game. Very hard, but at the end of the day, this knight is cut out nicely, and I'll propel myself to victory. Ooh, almost blundering into a fork there. Good job, AG. Good job. Yeah, we're still able to, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Look at our viewership, how steady it's. If this Banter Blitz were to last forever, our viewership would just go into the sky. Very slowly but very surely. Unfortunately, it will end at some point. And so our viewership will just, dissipate into zero. Okay, beautiful game. Yeah, this rook d2 move was the culprit. Rook d2 move was the culprit, chat. A lot of familiar names here, really. Quite remarkable how strong the community is on Chess24. Once people buy their premium memberships, they just hold on to it. They never let go. Let's play e4 once again. Okay. E4, e5. Yeah, let's just play knight f3 like in my course. Against the Petrov, I play 3d4 in the course, and bishop d3, I believe. I take here, and after knight d7, I play knight c3. It's all theory, chat. It's all theory. I'm black can either take or play bishop b4. Knight c5 is possible. I can collect the d5 pawn. But I don't think... So how... Strange, I don't recall. I don't recall writing about this in my course. Very strange. I'll take the pawn, though. Maybe it's bad? It doesn't look so bad at all. It doesn't look bad at all. It looks like an interesting pawn sacrifice, in fact. Strange. I have to check what I say about it in my course. But not during the game. That would be unfair to my opponent. I am tempted, though. What did I say here? Did I look at this? Black has tremendous compensation here. Tremendous compensation. Not sure like that, though. I think keeping the queens on the board is risky. I don't see how to punish queen takes e5, but I think something should appear, right? Or not? Let's see. Something should appear. Maybe not. There should be something. Oh, there's nothing, actually. Probably there's nothing. Okay, luckily my opponent didn't call my bluff. So I'll keep bluffing. But now bishop g5 is coming. Yeah, I think queen e5, I didn't see what, because there's also got bishop to e6 blocking the e file at some point. Maybe I have something there, maybe not, I don't know. Bishop g5 is now very tempting. Now I'm collecting all these dark squares. Somebody asks if I'm cheering for anyone in the CGC. I'm not cheering for anyone, but I do hope for exciting final day. So I should kind of root for Nihal, I guess, trying to bounce back after a tough day one. He had chances today as well in one game, but didn't really use them. Wesley was very strong. Knight d4. My position is very good here. I've got the pawn and the compensation. The first person who came up with that must have been so proud of himself. Like, pawn and the compensation. So beautiful. Queen g5, queen h4. So many tempting options. Let's go queen h4. Maybe queen g5 was better. Oh, but this blunders a piece. And my opponent not playing the best defensive moves here. Okay, good game. Okie dokie. Let's play Pelzi. Let's try to pronounce this name. So it's from Spain. So that has to be Pelzi. Doesn't make any sense. I'll play the neither. I could also play the French. Maybe one day I'll play the French. Oh yeah, a3. a3 is covered. Let's go g6. h4 is also covered. It's also covered. That said, do I remember what I say here? No. h5 probably, no? Probably not h5. Let's see. I've seen this system before. Interesting. I've seen the system before, definitely. Not sure I'm buying this. You know what I'm saying? White is being a little too direct for my taste. Question is if I need this move d5. It's a big question if I need it. I'm not sure how else to develop. Maybe b6, bishop out. Let's do that. Okay, let's throw the knight into the center. Thing with pawn on d5 that it's under some tension, you know? And I'll have to resolve that tension. Why to be tensed when you can relax? Yeah, white is white's getting some play, I must admit. I'll just keep making moves, I guess. White's got themselves a decent position. Very decent, frankly. The thing is that this pawn on d5, it's there, you know? It's there for a reason. It's there usually for a reason. People propel the pawn to d5 for a reason. Queen f3 maybe somewhere. bf6 is there. Somewhere. Tough spot. Pawn to f3 doesn't look pretty though. Somehow it doesn't look pretty. I think this move queen f3 was quite vital for white. Maybe it wasn't necessary though. Okay, c4. You know, let me just what actually? I don't know what let me just. CD ed castle is coming. Taking on e4, taking on c4, taking where? What is the right capture here? I don't know. I'll take here. Let me castle right and straight into g4. Let me castle into g. Okay, they don't want to go there. Okay, let's go knight c6. f4, yeah. Yeah, somehow I got a horrible position. Let's go back. Okay, now we have no time. And bad position. Okay, let's just go for it. We have no time. No time to waste. We need some good music. Put some good music, guys, if you have it. Oh, look how dark it got. Wow. The sun, by the way, is just low and put some music, guys, if you have some music there. Yeah, we have nothing here. Unbelievable. Bishop before check. Nasty. Bishop c3 is coming. Yeah, we're losing. We're losing on time and on the board. Bishop c3. Wowzers. Wowzers. Yeah, GG. Yeah, this game was well played. I was in business here again, but I had too little time, unfortunately. I was in business here. How much in business, I don't know, but definitely in business. How should I have played? 5 looks good. And not clear how much in business I am. I'm definitely in business. Hard to say. Hard to say, chat. Good game there. Talking too much. Talking too much today. Playing too slow. And then with little time, it's very hard. Let's play Blitz Wizard. E4. Okay, so Blitz Wizard, 94. Same birth year as me. Yeah, we are enjoying a beautiful sunset here in Toronto. Really beautiful. Unfortunately, it really impacts the quality of my webcam tremendously. Really tremendously. Sunlight's very important. Play c3. Strong center is the way to go. e6, yeah, that's very strange French. It's just a tempo down on the French. Closing the bishop was a bad idea. Bishop to d3. I can also not castle. I can also castle. Sometimes quite interesting to keep the king in the center, but let me just castle. I can actually leave this bishop hanging, but then knights. Yeah, many tempting options. You can also just collect the bishop. Let me just collect the bishop. This makes it more instructive. Are we going to try and play around the dark squares? In case black wants to castle long, there's definitely no future there. Bishop's very strong here. After knight c4, we can even give this. Ooh, isn't there some bishop h7? Not sure, in fact, because usually my knight is defended here. Now it's not anymore. Let's put the bishop on d6 first. Yeah, let's find out how much different it is now that the knight is not protected. Queen g4. f5, I can go queen g3. I can also go queen h4 and h7. Both are winning, I guess. Queen g3 probably more winning. Though, how can you be more winning than winning? Go queen h4. This is just mate. Just checkmate. Very beautiful win, guys. Bouncing back from that loss. From a very painful loss. Curious, what do I recommend against a3 and h4? h4? Knight f6, e5, yeah? It must be h5 or h6, right? Maybe I don't look at h4. So I'm wondering. Let's just checkmate. Maybe I don't look at h4. Let me, in fact, briefly check what my courses are saying. One moment. First of all, yeah, this is part 1. First of all, against the Petrov. What about knight e5, d, knight c5? Yeah, I don't look at knight c5. Let me see why not. Knight e5, d, knight c5. Yeah, there are some games. Let's see how bad that is. Put some stockfish on my laptop. Yeah, it's not terrible. Yeah, I should take the pawn how I did it and knight c3, yeah? Yeah, slightly better for white. Okay. Now let me see the Najdorf course. The Najdorf course is 8 second move sidelines, a3, g6. Ah, yeah, a3, g6, h4. I don't cover. I cover bishop c4 and h4. But you should go h4 first, yeah? Interesting. Let's see what the computer says there. a3, g6, h4. See the games. Oh, Mamedov Carlsen. Wow. Mamedov played it thrice. Knight f6 here as well, yeah? Yeah, I was thinking about this knight f6 move. e5? Knight h5. I thought about that. I think I know this. I think I'd seen this. h5 is not as strong, yeah. Knight c6, h5, knight f6, hg also. Wow. Very interesting. Yeah, no, this is interesting. Interesting. Always, some new moves by our premium users. Very nice. Keeping the torch burning. Let's go e4 again. It's not as dark as it looks here, guys. I still see the light, but it's just me. I'm enlightened. Okay, guys. Serenidas is not there. Okay, let me play the newest first. Yeah. Oh yeah, newest challenges. Okay. Rook lift sack mate. Let's try to play some highest rated. Yeah, but there's no highest rated players here. Interesting, no highest rated players anymore. Yeah, just 24 play zone is filled with challenges. Zevich is there. Fatima is there. King Wiley. Let's play King Wiley. Alrighty then, King Wiley it is. Let's go, King Wiley. It's getting dark, guys. I think very soon I'll have to probably call it a day. Right? How long are we streaming? Let's see. Yeah. We're streaming for quite a bit. I think after this one, we'll probably call it a day. King has to show up. The king is not there. Okay, then let me cancel this game. I don't want increment. Yeah, here Mariam Fatima 1711. Ready to go. D4. Okay, this is our moment. This is our chance. Please go C4. 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 Okay, this is still King's Indian. It's our chance to redeem our King's Indian. We'll try to play some King's Indian-ish setup. This is quite King's Indian. Please go D5. 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 Okay. We're getting there. Isn't there some tactic here? Robert, I see a tactic here. ED knight D4, knight E4, knight C6, knight C3. One moment. The arrow is gone wrong. Yeah, arrow cannot be anymore removed. Yeah, knight C3. Sorry. ED knight D4, knight E4. There is knight E4, bishop G5, but I have F6, sort of. So there is knight C6, knight C3. BC is good for me. Knight D8, knight D1. I'm a pawn up there. There is B7 hanging. There is F7 hanging. F7 in particular is more worrying. I have options there, but I don't want this. That's the thing. I just want to get a King's Indian position. Yeah, but this is really asking for some trades. It asks me for some trades, but I don't want them. Okay, let's go. You have to grab the chance and take the dark squared bishop. Dark squared bishop is now so powerful. It's so powerful. Yeah, good viewership there. Good viewership there. Steady viewership. Very nice. Very, when I was a kid, some guy played b3 in such position, and I just could take and play queen f6, and I won. I still remember who I was. Let me set it up. Look! 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 He's gonna fall for it. Look! Look! He's gonna 100% fall for it, or she 100%. b3 will happen 100%, 100%. Watch this. Ah! Oh, so close. So close. This move is completely stupid. Completely stupid move. So cheap I am. So cheap. b3 was so tempting. Why so late? So tempting. Knight is so bad here. Never play for cheap tricks, guys. Never do it. You just see how it goes wrong here. Knight has to reroute itself back. d5 is not really something to... Okay, let's go d5. Let's make some sense of this knight at least. c5 is a move I have missed. What's going on today, guys? I'm getting completely trashed. Playing so badly. Jeez, so badly. At least go bishop f5. Why to g4? Kind of hoping to provoke d6, then collect these pawns. Yeah, rook f1, that's decent. Decent. Oh, we're gonna lose this game again. We are again low on time. Never be low on time, guys. You see how bad it is. Low on time is bad for you. We're going to collect the pawn on f2. This is where we're going to win. Just watch it. We are going to crush white on this diag. Watch this. Don't take with the rook, please. Yep. Boom. You see how we are getting to that weak f2 square? You see how it's slowly but surely unfolding? Slowly but surely. It's unfolding very slowly but very surely. That's the nice thing about the f2 pawns. They're so weak. Check, just to make sure our opponent is not getting any ambitious thoughts here. We had to checkmate on f2. That was the agreement. But at this point, I should just take anything comes my way. We can't, beggars can't be choosers, as they say. I hope you guys take f4 as a compromise. Yeah, good game. Good game. Now, there was already contours of these dark squares. I think that's pretty much it for today, guys. I think it's been around 1.5 hours. Yeah, the sunset is there. This building is now completely, you see, like it's completely dark now. Let me show you. You see? It's completely dark. I don't know if you see anything, but yeah, it's basically dark. So we spent a beautiful evening here. I was watching the sunset. You were watching me. Thank you for watching. See you next time. I think tomorrow we might do a repeat. If you guys enjoyed it, let us know in the comments below. And otherwise, get out of here.